We're pleased to have you here at the Foundation, Jerry. If the internship goes well, we could hire you on full-time.
Thank you, Site Director. I appreciate the opportunity. I'll do my best to help out. I'm a little nervous.
That's okay. You'll do great. So you don't have any experience with SCPs, correct?
That's correct, ma'am. I just heard about this opportunity from one of my college advisors. Said it'd be a good experience with the research of the unknown.
You could say that. The SCP Foundation specializes in securing, containing, and protecting a variety of things and entities. It's always a new day with new challenges.
I'm ready for a challenge, ma'am. Just show me where to go and what to do.
This is where you'll be doing most of your work. As you can see, there are a lot of miscellaneous files in here. We hired you because we really just need someone to help us out on a giant house cleaning project the Foundation has been putting off for years.
Ah, so I see. Lots of paperwork to be done. Got it. What are most of these papers?
Most of these are going to be reports on the various SCPs. They're titled SCP, then dash, followed by 3 or 4 numbers. Let me grab one at random. Here, this one is SCP-527. Ah, Mr. Fish. Take a look at this one.
Thanks. Looks pretty straightforward. What's Mr. Fish?
Already curious, huh? Mr. Fish is an SCP that lives here at the Foundation. He's pretty harmless, just has a fish head and is otherwise normal.
Sounds strange. What other kinds of SCPs live here?
You'll find out about those while organizing these files, won't you?
You're right, I guess so.
Your main task will be to arrange all of these files in numeric order, starting from lowest to highest. Once that's done, you can digitize all of these records and put them into the computer. And don't forget about the non-disclosure agreement you signed. Most SCP research is top secret. Got that?
I hear you loud and clear, Site Director. Thanks for showing me around. I'll get started.
See you later.
Oh boy, there are thousands of files to organize. Where do I even start? SCP-3700, the Tides of War. Sounds like a history lesson. SCP-001, Dr. Wondertainment. Huh, this must be the first one. Huzzah! Let's see if it's already in the SCP database. There it is, SCP-001, already in here. Guess I won't have to digitize all of these. SCP-000? What does this mean? Let's see if it's in the database. Why does it say error a bunch of times? What are all of these strange letters? This doesn't make sense. Someone must have messed this one up. Maybe I should go ask someone what to do. But I just got started. Don't want them to think I'm incompetent. Oh well, I don't want to screw up either. Now, where was Triana's office again? I already forgot. Hello? Site Director Triana? It's Jerry. I have a question for you. Guess she's gone at the moment. Who else could help me? Hello, sir? Can you help me?
Sure, maybe. Who are you?
I'm Jerry, the intern. Nice to meet you. What's your name, sir?
I'm Dr. Bloom. I do research on SCPs. What's the problem?
I've been organizing files in the office, and I'm trying to figure out what SCP-000 is all about.
Sounds like an intern job. Listen, Jer, I've never heard of that SCP. Can't help you out on that one. Go find Iris or Dr. Bright. They may help you out. I gotta go.
Alright, well, good to meet you, Dr. Bloom. Cool hair, by the way.
Hey, this guy knows what's up. Well, besides that SCP you just asked about. See ya, Jer.
Dang, I forgot to ask what Iris and Dr. Bright look like. Oh, sorry about that.
No worries, mate.
Whoa, you're Mr. Fish.
Indeed, mate. And who might you be?
I'm Jerry, the intern.
Ah, Gary! Just like that snail on SpongeBob SquarePants. That's my favorite television show.
SpongeBob, what now?
Not a fan of cartoons, Gary? All's well. How about tea? Would you care for some tea?
Do you mean like slang for gossip? Like spilling the tea? Or an actual cup of tea?
Spilling the tea? Why would I want to waste a perfectly good cup of tea, mate?
Oh, you were talking about real tea.
Real tea? Come again, mate? I'm not selling houses. I'm fine with my room here. I'll be there if you'd like to join for tea. Drop by any time, mate. Good day.
Okay, see you, Mr. Fish. This place is getting weird already. Maybe I should just go back to the office and give it another shot. Alright, let me try this again. I'll pull up SCP-000 on the computer and I'll analyze it further. Internal system error. Field undefined. Let me try to click on this and see what happens. Oh god, everything went blank. Oh god. What is this all about? How can I fix this?
Hello. Are you Jerry?
Yes, hello, that's me. Who are you?
I'm Dr. Bright. Dr. Bloom told me you needed some assistance. Don't mind my coffee.
Dr. Bloom, yes, I remember him. Assistance, right. Do you know what SCP-000 is?
No, I don't. Never heard of that one, actually. Why do you ask?
I'm trying to figure out what it is. This piece of paper about it is blank and the computer file is full of errors.
Did you ask Site Director Triana about this?
I couldn't find her anywhere.
Maybe Iris can help. Let me go find her. In the meantime, don't worry too much about it. At worst, we'll have to fire you.
What? It's my first day on the job.
I'm just kidding with you, Jerry. Dr. Bloom told me you were the intern, so you'll be fine. I'll go get Iris.
I can't get fired. How will I ever graduate college? I'm doomed. No, this can't be happening. Now there's coffee all over these papers. Why is everything going wrong?
Hey, Jerry! Well, heard you were the new intern.
Intern? Yeah, I think. I'm Gary.
Gary? I thought your name was Jerry.
Jerry, right. Mr. Fish called me that. Sponge Glob.
Mr. Fish? What do you mean? Jerry, you alright?
Dr. Bloom, you know, cool hair guy, then Big Fish Man, Mr. Fish. Ha ha, yeah, that's right. Then Bright, Mr. Bright, Dr. Bright.
Jerry, calm down. You're losing it, man. God, heard you had a problem with an SCP file?
SCP-000. Error.
Oh, SCP-000. I know what this is.
You do?
Yes, this is the file template for SCP reports. We don't use the paper versions anymore. We use this file template on the computer to start new SCP research logs.
File template?
This has a bunch of gibberish on here because that's what I typed last time I used it. The information didn't come to you because it was nonsense, and that's why it has so many error messages. Whoops.
But what does this all mean?
It doesn't mean anything, Jerry. Just put it at the bottom of the stack and move on. Don't even worry about it.
Don't worry, but I'll get fired.
Hey, Jerry, how's the internship going?
Bloom hair.
I think he's losing his mind a little over this SCP file template.
SCP, I see you.
Yes, he sounds very different than when I spoke to him earlier.
Jerry, I think you should go home and sleep it off. You know, come back tomorrow with a fresh mind.
A fish mind? Me? Mr. Fish, number 2?
He's speaking nonsense, Dr. Bloom.
You're right, he is. Something is wrong with him. How do you feel about the color orange, Jerry? Oranges? I like oranges. Citrus!
Come on, Dr. Bloom. Don't joke about making him a D class.
I know. I'm only kidding. Jerry, you should get some rest. We'll reevaluate the situation tomorrow. Yes, rest good.
Okay, Dr. Bloom. Let's leave him alone. You'll be okay, Jerry. See ya.
Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm the intern. Non-disclosure agreement. That's what we call an NDA. NDA, SCP, ICU. Do you see me, SCP-000? I hope so. I know all the answers now. 000 file template. It doesn't mean anything, Jerry. The information didn't compute because it was nonsense. Nothing means anything. 000. It's as easy as SCP.